For quite some time, probably as long as some of you remember, the Yule log has been a fun centerpiece for parties, a quirky screensaver, and somewhat of a holiday tradition where many channels have hosted their own special versions of the homey hearth. What no one knew was that last Sunday, during Adult Swim's season finale, the static shot of a burning log would turn into the Cartoon Network's premiere of Casper Kelly's new live-action horror film, The Fireplace. Let's chat about Adult Swim's Yule log.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh my God, Christmas time again.
Welcome back to ML Miller Frights. I'm ML Miller. Before we begin, please do me a favor and punch that like button down below. Share this video with all of your social media addicted pals. Click subscribe to this channel and ring that bell for notifications. Adult Swim's Yule log, aka The Fireplace, premiered on Cartoon Network last week and is now streaming on HBO Max. It's directed and written by Casper Kelly. What begins as a simple scene depicting a blazing Yule log fire evolves into a story about a couple spending Christmas in a cabin that happens to rest on the nexus of many, many terrors, including some inbred hillbilly slashers, aliens, demonic forces, past sins, and possessed wood. Yule log is a wonderful gumbo of tropes mixing all kinds of horror and sci-fi subgenres into one devious, delicious surprise gift. I found out about it after the premiere and caught it on HBO Max, but I would have loved to have been able to be among the viewers surprised by the debut of this wonderfully devilish film. There really isn't a trope this film doesn't cover. There are uncomfortable scenes of sheer terror accompanied by a quirky wit that can only be described as Adult Swim-like. If you've seen any of Adult Swim's shows, you know what I mean. There's a lot of dream logic going on, but at the same time there's a rhyme and reason to the way the film circles back in on itself over and over through time and space. Many might dismiss this as just a bunch of kooky images and actions squished together, but those folks aren't really appreciating the amount of work put into the making of this time-looping, story-zigzagging narrative. Not only does this film tell a present-day tale of terror, but it also delves into the dark history of the cabin and those who have occupied it through the years. Things occur in the past that directly relate to the present. Lines spoken are repeated and overlapped across time. It really is quite ingeniously put together, a feat that is not as simple as one might think. I was impressed across the board by the genius way Casper Kelly accomplished this story. He gained a fan for life after watching Yule log, aka The Fireplace. I was shocked at some of the scenes this film pulled off. I also laughed my ass off at some of the cliches that are trampled over. There are some absolutely gruesome effects, but also some over-the-top mania that can only be called Raimi-esque. The surreal scenes inside the fireplace reminded me of the beings inside the radiator in Eraserhead, as a man who seems to be the devil, played by Charles Green, is actually disturbingly introspective as he touts some wonderful rants about the mindset of today's youth. Technically, I marveled at how much story Kelly gets from a static shot of a burning log. Not all of the film is made up of this scene, but a good portion of it occurs centered around the fireplace. Kelly uses reflections and forced perspectives to make aspects of the room appear in the scene. Split screen across time is also used in a way that is narratively shocking and devilishly smart. There really is a lot of technical wizardry going on here. It's quite brilliant. The acting ain't half bad either, with leads Andrea Lang and Justin Miles making the long static shots interesting through their chemistry together as the young lovers. I also loved Tordy Clark's turn as the deranged mother, which made me laugh with glee and shudder in disgust all at once. All around, from the initial ember to the smoldering ash of this Yule log, I found this film to be thoroughly fun and just the derelict kind of humor and horror I needed to cope with the holidays this year. This is a true holiday horror classic, a perfect gift for the horror fanatic who has seen everything. See it this holiday, you wonderful weirdos, you.
Oh my my God, Christmas time again.
To live the life you're meant to be, stuck inside your reality. Your